What's up guys, I'm spikevegeta, and for the next video in our DKC TF tutorial guide, we're doing 3-5 Twilight Terror. Another one of the easiest levels in the game. It's an auto-scroller in the rocket barrel. Now this is the first rocket barrel level you've come up to, so I guess I'll explain a little bit about it. The biggest thing you need to know going into it is that you can't save time in the rocket barrel levels, unlike the minecart levels. Alright, first thing to note here, we're rolling, bop off this guy. Now you'll see right there, it's on the Cranky cycle. We want to switch to Cranky for this level. You don't have to finish this level with Cranky, you could do it with Dixie as well, but you can't finish it with Diddy. You can't get to the secret exit that we're trying to get to. So for that reason, we call this the God Cranky. If you're just ballsy, if you're going YOLO, you just want to save 2 seconds, then, or I guess technically it'd be like, would it be 2 seconds? Yeah, it would be like 2.01 second. It would be something stupid. Then you can actually slam into the ground and get the Cranky barrel here. So let me just show you. Yeah. So if you're a little slow, then you get Diddy, and that's a bad thing. If you get Diddy here, you have to kill yourself in order to get back, in order to start the level over and get Dixie or Cranky. And because the way the cycles on the barrel, the buddy Kongs always work, the ones that rotate, they go Diddy to Dixie to Cranky. So, because we have Diddy now, the fastest thing to do is actually for me to just go up here, get hit by the walrus, lose all my hearts, and start the level over. No one in the community goes for that. Don't go for it. I figured I'd just go ahead and show you because there's not much else to show in this video. It looks like on restart, to note, it looks like the cycle's a lot nicer. If you just roll through there, bop off that guy into where your bop off of him will arc into the barrel, then you'll be able to get Cranky. So that is something to note. If for some reason you want to go for it, just don't go for it, like, genuinely. It's like frame perfect based off of when you skip the opening cutscene. Because as soon as you load in the level, the Buddy Kong barrels all over the level, the ones that rotate, are already rotating. They're universal cycles. So, what I like to do is, I'll just like wait here until the Cranky cycle, and then there's a bunch of different techniques for how to break open barrels, and again, I recommend checking out Not So Newbie's Barrel Breaking Guide. For me, I just do a little hop as soon as it's about to switch to Cranky, and then I'm grabbing it out of midair and then rolling, which slams it into the ground, breaking it open, and then as you're slamming roll, it'll put the Kong on your back and you'll start rolling through. And that should roll you. You shouldn't have to jump into this barrel. You'll just be able to roll into it instantly. You kind of roll over the gap. All right, so now that we're in this, you're going to mash. There's actually 2 buttons, like on the gamepad of the Pro Controller, that you can mash. I think you can only mash A if you're using like a Wiimote. But yeah, you just mash the buttons. I actually don't know how many times you have to mash it to make the rocket barrel go off. Some people have said like 8. I thought it was like 4. Doesn't matter, but go out and start mashing it. Alright. And from there, you're in the rocket barrel. So again, as I mentioned earlier, rocket barrels, like these auto-scrollers, you cannot speed up. I guess I'll show you a little bit of swag by Jockums. This is literally me holding A. There's like 3 times throughout the level you have to come down, but if you want to just like, I don't know, like read chat or something, or look at Twitter or whatever you want to do, you can actually just hold A and it'll do this. The way these controls work, for anyone who maybe isn't familiar with them, all you're doing is pumping the A button right now. The A button is the only button that controls how fast you go through here. If I hold A, you go up. If I let go of A, you dive down. So the best way to control these is just kind of pumping the A button all the way through the level. So we're going through here, yeah. The nice thing is this level actually gets cut almost in half. You do like 60% of the level. And right up here, we're going to actually take the first secret exit in order to go to 3B. Works out conveniently because it cuts off the last like 35 to 40 seconds of this level. So right after this part, that's when you're going to come up here. To note, there's another secret exit at the end of the level that will be taking 100%. It doesn't really matter to bring it up here, I guess. But yeah, we're going to be taking this. What's nice about this is it ends this level slightly early, and then it's going to allow us to go to the shortest of the 3 levels that you can possibly go through to get to 3 boss. The level after this, 3B Bramble Scramble, is only about 50 seconds long, so overall just a really good route, and undebatable. Can you... Yeah, okay. My brain actually couldn't remember. I don't really have a visual cue here for when I jump. You just kind of have to feel it out. But your goal is going to be pogo off of this, and then you're going to pogo off this platform up into the barrel. So again, as I was talking about earlier, if you got Diddy, you would just hover right here. You couldn't get up to this barrel. Cranky and Dixie, to note, have the same max height. Cranky just gets up somewhere instantly, as opposed to Dixie, who sort of has to do a little flutter to get up to it. So anyways, yeah, you're popped out right here, however you want to do it, and bam, you get into the barrel. So that is 3-5. There, you know, other than you can make the level stupidly hard if you want to grab Cranky at the beginning, if you want to do the God Cranky. But honestly, it's not worth it. Don't do it. Just take the 2-second time loss. Nobody in the community does it, even world record holder. So that's 3-5. It's an auto-scroller, nothing too much to think about. And with that, good luck at aspiring Tropical Freeze runners, and we'll see you for the next video. Bye-bye.